Hi and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Bragdy Bach. My name's Dylan Jones. I must apologise for not putting any content on for the last 4 or 5 weeks. Do apologise for that, but as you can see in a minute I'll take you around and see some of the changes that I've been doing. I've upgraded on the fermentation side. Space was really prime here and I was really struggling on brew days, really just spinning around in one place to try and get everything done. So had a bit of a rejig, bit of a think, bit of planning, and I'm quite happy with how things are at the moment. I should be okay now for my next brew day. Probably tomorrow. I'm off all week now. Got a couple of things to do today. I need to clean out the Firmzilla. That'll be the last clean out for that one. I'm selling the last of my Firmzillas. A lot of the old stuff is gone already, and yeah, I think it's best thing for me to do is show you what has been going on here for the last week or so. I'll just pick up the camera and I'll spin around. So basically the new piece of kit in, got the Glycol chiller and all the gubbins around the back there. So yeah, to begin, probably as you can see, put a new lino all the way down, and I built this little unit. It's on casters. There are a couple of handles here, one there and one here, so we can pull out and see things from the back. So the next couple of items are the Grainfather Glycol Pro chillers. They seem a pretty good kit. As you can see, that the old fermenting fridges I had used to come out to about here. So as you can see, the area was really small, and I pull this out so I can utilise this as a bit of extra space. Just pull it out. So you know, it was prime. So I think, as you can see from there, that there's quite a bit more space here. Got the scales, vacuum pack, and a bit of shelving for my books and some bits and bobs. So yeah, so those are the 2 units that I've got there. I'm hopefully going to get another unit to fit here. It's my birthday, the beginning of next month, so let's see, I might get one for my birthday. I've also bought myself a new tablet so I can get Brewshed, all the apps there, Grainfather, and have that working, and it's just an all-round better space in my opinion. But I did want to ask one question, guys, and that question is about this part here. So at the moment I've got this hose coming from the digiboil, and then I have to basically move the digiboil to here and then get into the brew tools and obviously plug into one of these ports there. Now, to save all of that, I would love to be able to have a pipe from here, maybe just move some of these items here and get it flowing all the way back, so it's like a one complete unit. But I'm not too sure what parts I'm going to need, because these are barbed for the hoses. Obviously I'll have to purchase some new items, but if anybody has got some ideas with regards to that, I think this is a 1/2 inch BSP. Please correct me if I'm wrong, I do apologise. So you know, something to fit on there, and then a bit of chrome pipe just to, so it, you know, looks the part basically, and take it all the way around the back and into the port there, ready for sparging. But yeah, so that's where I'm at, and I'm quite happy with how things are at the moment, and there's not much more to show really. Next brew day, probably, as I said, it's going to be tomorrow. I'm thinking of doing the coconut shy, and probably after that one an IPA of sorts. So yeah, I'll just spin you back around again, guys. Yeah, so if anybody can help me out with that piece of information for the pipe from the Digiboil to the brew tools, I'd be really appreciative of that, so I can just, you know, tidy things up really. Yeah, so thanks for joining. Hopefully I get a brew day on tomorrow, as I said, and we should be getting a bit more content on in the very near future really. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, and we can continue on this journey and see how things go. So take care until next time. Iechyd da.